Hi guys, so today we're going to be talking about Cleopatra the 7th, commonly known as Cleopatra. She was the last ruler of ancient Egypt's Ptolemaic dynasty. She ruled over a large empire that included Egypt, Cyprus, parts of modern-day Libya, and the Middle East. Cleopatra is often portrayed as a seductive and beautiful woman, famous for her love affairs with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. But ancient records and historical research adds on that Cleopatra was also a very intelligent female pharaoh who not just spoke multiple languages but who fought for her right to rule Egypt and her territories. According to philosopher Plutarch, Cleopatra's beauty was not just stunning, but her captivating personality, persuasiveness in discussions, and her stimulating character made her incredibly attractive to those around her. Let's go back in time to when Cleopatra was born way back in 69 BCE into the Ptolemaic royal family. The Ptolemies were related to a powerful general who worked under the famous Alexander the Great. They had been ruling Egypt for nearly 300 years, but things started to change as Rome grew more powerful, leading to a decline in Egypt's influence. This created a lot of tension within the Ptolemaic family. When Cleopatra's father, Ptolemy XII, passed away in 51 BCE, she became the queen of the Macedonian dynasty. However, to maintain their royal bloodline, Cleopatra had to marry her brother, Ptolemy XIII, to co-rule Egypt, although Cleopatra did most of the ruling on her own. Marrying her brother seems extremely strange to us now, but back then it was seen as a way to preserve their lineage, in other words, to keep their bloodline pure. Now, we know who Cleopatra's father was, but till this date, it remains unknown of who her birth mother was. It is probable that her mother was Cleopatra V Tryphena, although we are still uncertain. After the death of her first husband brother, Cleopatra married her second younger brother, Ptolemy XIV, to continue co-ruling. It is worth noting that Cleopatra herself was not of an Egyptian descent, but was of Macedonian origin. She was the daughter of Ptolemy XII and had little, if any, Egyptian blood. There are also some Persian and Middle Eastern blood in her lineage. Despite the complexities of the family dynamics, Cleopatra emerged as the dominant ruler due to her seniority over her brothers. However, a dispute with her husband brother forced Cleopatra to flee Egypt. But she did not give up. She returned with an army to confront her husband brother and reclaim her throne. Cleopatra understood that to regain power, she needed the support of the Romans, particularly Julius Caesar. On the other hand, Caesar wanted money to repay the debts that Cleopatra's father had incurred while trying to keep his throne. Determined to reclaim her throne and restore the glory of the Ptolemies, Cleopatra got into a relationship with Julius Caesar. The two became lovers and spent the winter together in Alexandria, Egypt. After some ups and downs, Cleopatra finally succeeded in regaining her throne. She then gave birth to Julius Caesar's son named Ptolemy Caesar when she returned back to Egypt. Their son was also known as Caesarion to the people of Alexandria. The birth of Caesarion was very important to Cleopatra because it secured her place as a ruler of Egypt and ensured the continuation of the Ptolemaic dynasty. It is said that she also wanted her son Caesarion to have a strong position in the Roman Republic and become the pharaoh of Egypt. Later on, Cleopatra visited Rome with her husband brother and her son Caesarion, where they lived in Caesar's private villa. Sadly, Caesar was tragically assassinated in 44 BCE while Cleopatra was still in Rome, and Caesarion's prospects were overshadowed by his adopted son Octavian, also known as Augustus, who took over many of Caesar's responsibilities. Cleopatra saw Octavian as a rival, so she formed a new relationship with Mark Antony, who was quite powerful back then in Rome. They had a daughter together named Cleopatra VIII. Mark Antony used his influence to make Egypt powerful again and gave Cleopatra territories similar to what her family had before. However, conflicts arose once again and a civil war broke out between Mark Antony and Octavian. This led to Octavian's victory in the end. According to several sources, both Mark Antony and Cleopatra decided to end their lives, and Caesarion was also killed. Cleopatra's daughter, Cleopatra VIII, was paraded through Rome but ultimately spared. Cleopatra's reign as a queen of Egypt lasted from 51 BCE to 30 BCE and had a significant impact on Roman politics during a critical period. And now, finally, as an exciting addition to this video, I have some incredible depictions to share with you guys. These stunning portraits that will be shown to you just in a moment were created by the talented artist Becca from Royalty Now Studios. Becca explores the question of Cleopatra's physical appearance, specifically her hair and eye color. Based on the assumption that Cleopatra was 75% Greek and Middle Eastern, Becca envisions her with dark hair and eyes. Let's take a look at these beautiful images that showcase different possibilities of Cleopatra's appearance. Enjoy the artistic visions of Becca from Royalty Now Studios. If you liked this video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe and comment as well to hear more such tales.